let's walk through the solutions to our list, tuples, and set practice problems together. If you haven't had a chance to try them, no worries. The notebook is linked in the description. Alright, let's jump into problem 1. In this problem, we're given 3 different scenarios and need to decide which collection type is best for each one. This will test our understanding of when to use lists, tuples, and sets. In scenario A, we need to store a birthday. The key detail here is that month, day, and year values in a birthday should never change. When we have data that shouldn't be modified, a tuple is the right choice. Since tuples are immutable, we can't accidentally change them later in the program. So we create our birthday tuple using parentheses with the month, day, and year inside, and print it. Running the code, we see our tuple with all 3 values. Because this is a tuple, if any code later tries to modify these values, Python will throw an error protecting our data. In scenario B, we need to store a shopping list that we'll add items to over time. A tuple won't work here because tuples are immutable. We can't add items to them. A set won't work either because sets don't allow duplicates. If we want to buy milk twice, a set would only store it once. So a list is the right choice. We create our shopping list using square brackets with a few starting items. Then we can use the append method to add more items as we think of them, and print the final list. Running the code, we see our list now includes the new item we added. Lists are a very flexible collection type, which is why they're most commonly used. In scenario C, we have movie genres with some duplicates, and we want to store only the unique genres. When we need unique items, a set is the perfect choice. We create our movie genres set using curly braces with all the genres, including the duplicates. Printing the set and running the code, we see that the set contains only the 4 unique genres. The duplicate, action, and comedy entries were automatically removed. Awesome! Let's move on to the second problem. In this problem, we have a list of website visitors, but some visitors appear more than once. Our goal is to get a list of unique visitors, sorted alphabetically. Like in problem 1, we'll take advantage of the fact that sets don't allow duplicates. To drop the duplicates in our list, we convert our visitors list into a set by wrapping it with the set function. This gives us a set containing only the unique names. But we can't sort a set because sets are unordered. To sort the visitors, we need to convert the set back into a list using the list function. Now we have a list of unique visitors. We can call the sort method to arrange them alphabetically. Finally, we print the result. Running the code, we get a sorted list with just 4 unique names: Alice, Bob, Charlie, and Diana, now in alphabetical order. This pattern of converting a list to a set and back to a list is a common trick for removing duplicates in Python. Let's finish up with the third problem. In this problem, we're managing a team roster stored in both a list and a set. We're comparing how modifications work on each to see which might be better for our use case. We need to add a new member, remove an existing member, and understand why updating items works differently in each collection. First, let's add Diana to both collections. For the list, we use the append method, but for the set, we use the add method. Next, let's remove Bob from both collections. For both the list and the set, we use the remove method. This is one of the few methods that works the same way for both collection types. To confirm that both collections contain the same names, let's print them. Running the code, we see both collections now contain Alice, Charlie, and Diana. Bob has been removed and Diana has been added. Lastly, let's discuss why we can't change Charlie to Chuck the same way in both collections. The answer comes down to the fact that lists are ordered and sets are unordered. This means that, with a list, we can use indexing to directly update an item. For example, we can specify Charlie's position and assign a new value to that index. Running the cell, we confirm that Charlie has been changed to Chuck. But sets don't have indexes, since they're unordered. Instead, to change an item in a set, we have to remove the old value and add the new one. Running the code, we see that the set now contains Chuck instead of Charlie. This is a key difference between lists and sets. Lists let you update items by position, while sets require you to remove and add. Awesome! You've now practiced the key differences between lists, tuples, and sets in Python. If you haven't already, check out our video on Python dictionaries linked in the description. We're working on lots more Python explainer videos like this one, so be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like to learn about, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching!